In a peaceful village called Al-Nur, nestled in the heart of Sudan, lived two best friends, Sammy and Lena. Their days were filled with laughter, sunshine, and stories told under the shade of a giant baobab tree. Sammy was a dreamer, his head always in the clouds, while Lena was a little explorer, curious about every leaf and stone. Their village was a tapestry of bright colors, happy sounds, and the sweet smell of hibiscus flowers. Life was simple, and life was good. But one day, something strange happened. The bright blue sky began to fade, covered by enormous, dark clouds that swallowed the sun. A hush fell over Al-Nur. The birds stopped singing and the vibrant flowers drooped. It wasn't a normal storm, it felt like the sky itself was sad. Confused and a little scared, the villagers stayed in their homes, whispering about the sudden darkness. Sammy and Lena, however, were too curious to stay inside. They felt a strange pull towards their favorite spot, the ancient baobab tree. As they got closer, they noticed a soft, golden light pulsing from its roots. Hidden among the gnarled wood was a small, ornate compass, glowing with a warm, inviting light. It wasn't like any compass they had ever seen. Engraved on its surface were beautiful, swirling letters that seemed to dance in the light. Lena traced the words with her finger, "The light of peace defeats the darkness of fear." As their fingers touched the compass together, the golden light exploded, swirling around them to form a shimmering portal. It wasn't scary, it felt warm and safe, like a hug. With a gasp of wonder, they stepped through, finding themselves in a world that was both familiar and magical. It was Sudan, but a Sudan painted in the colors of a dream. The Nile River sparkled with liquid starlight and the deserts were made of shimmering, golden sand. But even in this magical land, the darkness had followed. A massive creature made of swirling black clouds, which they called the shadow storm, loomed over the landscape. It wasn't roaring or angry, but seemed to drift aimlessly, lost and sorrowful, casting a deep shadow wherever it went. Sammy and Lena knew, deep in their hearts, that this was the source of the darkness back home. The compass in their hands pulsed gently, its needle pointing towards a distant, glowing mountain. They had to help. Their journey began. Soon, they met a tall, gentle camel with eyes as old and wise as the desert itself. His name was Kanu. He saw the fear in their eyes and knelt down, his voice calm and steady. "Do not be afraid of the shadow, little ones," he said. "Fear is just a feeling. Courage is what you do even when you feel afraid. It's the first step on any important journey." Kanu walked with them for a while, teaching them to take deep breaths and to keep moving forward, one brave step at a time. As they continued, they came to the banks of a beautiful, singing river. This was Mira, the talking river. Its water flowed with a soft, melodic hum, and as they looked into its clear depths, they didn't see their reflections. Instead, they saw memories. They saw their families laughing, festivals in their village, and children from all over Sudan playing together. "Hope is like a river," Mira whispered. "Even when you can't see it, it's always flowing, carrying stories of happiness. Never forget the light that has been. It will guide you to the light that will be." The images in the water filled their hearts with warmth and reminded them of what they were fighting for. Sometimes the path grew dark and confusing, winding through thickets of foggy mist. In these moments, just as they started to feel lost, tiny glowing fireflies would appear, surrounding them like a blanket of stars. These were the firefly guardians. They didn't speak, but their gentle light was enough. They illuminated the way forward, reminding Sammy and Lena that even in the darkest moments, there was always a light to guide you if you just look for it. They learned that they were never truly alone. Their journey took them high into the sky on the back of a gar, a great and magnificent bird with feathers the color of the sunset. From above, they saw the true beauty of this magical Sudan. They soared over bustling markets filled with the vibrant colors of different cultures. They saw people with skin like rich earth and deep night, wearing beautiful fabrics and intricate jewelry. Agar showed them the vast diversity of the land, from the ancient pyramids of the north to the green savannas of the south. "Look," Agar said, his voice like the wind. "This is what the darkness covers. All these beautiful people, all these different lives are waiting to be one again. Unity is our greatest strength." To reach the mountain of peace, they had to cross a deep chasm. The bridge was broken, with only a few planks remaining. Sammy, ever the dreamer, wanted to fly across, but Lena, the practical explorer, knew they had to work together. Carefully, they helped each other, holding hands and testing each step, rebuilding the bridge with fallen logs as they went. They learned that teamwork and helping each other could overcome any obstacle. Finally, they stood at the foot of the mountain of peace. At the summit, the shadow storm swirled, its cloudy form trembling. It wasn't a monster. As they got closer, they could feel its immense sadness. It was lost, lonely, and had forgotten how to shine. Holding the compass high, Sammy and Lena walked towards it. The compass pulsed with a brilliant, golden light, projecting all the hope, courage, and unity they had gathered on their journey. "You're not a monster," Lena said softly. "You're just sad because you've lost your light." Sammy added, "We're here to help you find it again." They didn't fight the darkness. Instead, they surrounded the creature with kindness, sharing the memories from Mira the river and the warmth from the firefly guardians. The golden light from the compass enveloped the shadow storm, not to destroy it, but to heal it. Slowly, miraculously, the darkness began to fade. The swirling black cloud softened, turning from gray to silver, and then to a brilliant, fluffy white. The shadow storm transformed into a gentle rain cloud, a soft, clean rain began to fall upon the land, and where each drop landed, life bloomed anew. The parched earth turned green. Flowers burst into color, and the rivers sparkled once more. The rain was washing away the sadness. When Sammy and Lena returned to their village, the dark clouds were gone. The sun was shining brighter than ever before. The rain from the magical world had reached their home, bringing life and color back to Alnir. Their families rushed out to hug them, tears of joy in their eyes. The village was filled with song and celebration once again. Sammy and Lena, holding the now quiet compass, knew that true courage wasn't about fighting monsters. It was about understanding sadness, spreading kindness, and working together to bring back the light. They knew that even when the sky grows dark, the light of peace and hope is always within reach, waiting to be found. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more tales of hope and courage.